Heartbeat Alaska would like to thank the following sponsors for making our show possible. Brown's Electric. Thank you, Brown's Electric, for your generous support. Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Frontier Flying Service. Thank you, Frontier, for getting Heartbeat Alaska airborne.
Heartbeat Alaska is made possible by Kivgiq Carlisle Transportation, your full-service transportation and logistics company.
Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Comtech Business Systems Incorporated.
1, 2, 3, 4, let's go.
It's Heartbeat.
It's a fabulous show.
Alaska.
Hi, Heartbeat Alaska.
It's Heartbeat. Alaska.
Pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hear it from Sitka to Barrow. Gather around for Jeanie's show. It's the Ipalook, the Indian and the Eskimo. It's the Ipalook, the Indian and the Eskimo.
Welcome one, welcome all.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Heartbeat Alaska. I'm Jeanie Greene. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned. In the next few weeks, we will show you a special news clip. Heartbeat Alaska is now aired as a news package in Taiwan, and we'll show you that news package complete with interpretation, the translation, and their Chinese titles. But today we travel to the North Slope Borough, to Barrow, Alaska. Stay tuned for Kivgiq.
Singing. Kivgiq is a happy occasion.
You just feel so proud of being an Inupiat.
Meeting new people, seeing old friends. sharing. Our Inupiat culture comes alive.
Welcome to Kivgiq 2005.
Barrow, Alaska, the top of the world. Immersed in bone-chilling cold and darkness for months on end, this North Slope community remains mysterious even to most Alaskans. People here face issues like education funding and road development. But life in the northernmost city in North America also presents unique challenges. This runway, one of the few ways in and out of town, is being claimed by the local caribou. These animals are more and more common within city limits, something many locals blame on the growing wolf population. While this would seem to make life easier for local hunters, these caribou are stirring up trouble. Airport security is resorting to snow machines to chase caribou off the runways. Endangering the lives of pilots and passengers as well as their own hides, the caribou are presenting the community with a serious problem. In a recent incident, one of the herd was killed when it was struck by a taxiing aircraft, a machine seen on the runway more often around Kivgiq time.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Kivgiq.
I think these 3 days of celebration have become very important for our community and our region. And the presence of a lot of guests in this room makes it even more special.
Kivgiq is an event as old as the history of the indigenous Arctic people itself. According to legend, the arts of singing, dancing, and drumming were taught to the Inupiat people by the Eagle Mother and her son. According to the legend, these spirits saw the unhappiness of a people with little other to do than survive and blessed them with their artistic abilities. In earlier times, natives of the lands now known as Alaska, Greenland, Siberia, and Canada are said to have congregated once a year for trading, feasting, music, and dance. These celebrations were hosted by affluent village leaders, successful hunters who had food and wealth to share. This tradition continued for thousands of years until almost disappearing for most of the 20th century.
I remember my parents talking excitedly about Kivgiq, but I have never seen it myself till 1984.
In the 1980s, a whaling boat captain took it upon himself to reestablish the ways that had originally shaped his culture.
I'm very thankful for a man who had revived a tradition, Kivgiq. You all know who that is, Mayor George Ahmaogak. He deserves your applause and standing ovation.
The past is the present, and this is where they all come together for all of us to enjoy. You're probably going to feel these walls vibrating when those drums start beating, and that's how much excitement will be in the air. I want you to share that excitement with us, to renew your culture. Kuyanak pa ukip si inyo payarat, kairosi, lagurosi, pakalakpak kiptin, nunakirin in the kairosi. Kuyak pakturo bakay, igilanik kapta katilingit kapta, kudyat iyak pagkipot.
More than 600 dancers came from as far away as the Hawaiian Islands. Each contributing unique perspectives on dance, rhythm, and storytelling.
Let's welcome the Kivgiq traditional dancers.
Some songs tell stories. Some songs just do motions. Just it doesn't have words. Just music to dance by. Make your own music. Make your own motions.
I'm sitting here on my boat. And I'm traveling it. On this lake, I'm paddling or driving my boat, and I'm seeing things and checking them out, and they make me happy. So it's just a song. It's just a song about berry picking, and finding your favorite little berry picking patch. I don't know, like when we go back home and we're berry picking, we usually go to the same spot all the time, and you know it's always the same place. You check things out, and it's always so familiar, and it looks so beautiful. And really nice. So this is a song just about that. And in the end, there's a little, fun thing where, especially when we were, younger, you'd eat more than you put in, and toss them up and try to catch them.
Ukpeagvik. Yeah.
So this is what you'll see in the end in the Jawyalrit, the drum solo. They'll be throwing up in the air and catching with their mouths. This song is called Ayya Along a Fee.
These songs and dances are reflections of everyday life as it once was, harmonious with the flow of nature and subsistence. As the younger generation grows up, they are introduced to their people's ways through movements their forefathers carried out for hundreds of years.
They've taught us quite well, actually, our ancestors. We learned from them and now we're passing it down.
I've been dancing since I was about 11 or 12 years old. My teacher was the late Leonard Alasiptukli. He passed away in 1999, and through him, it's through him that keeps me going, because he was such a great teacher, such an inspiration to us. He taught us how to sing, taught us the right ways to do the dances, and taught us how to respect the elders, especially respect the elders, because they were the ones that taught him, and he's passing it on to us, and I'm passing it on to these kids in my dance group. So it's just passing traditions on from one generation to another.
So dancing may be a way of life for man, women, and child here in the Inupiaq land, just like anywhere else. There are shy people. Stage fright can grip youngsters sometimes, but in a close-knit village, it doesn't last for long.
All the rest of the group will work on that person, you know, and pretty soon they'll get brave, and it really helps the young kids actually get up and dance. The kids are very intriguing when they want to help somebody. They find ways to, you know, to help each other. So I'm really proud of them.
We started at 9 o'clock this morning making the sandwiches.
Feeding 5,000 people isn't easy.
Happy Kivgiq to the whole community.
In the communal spirit of Kivgiq, volunteers materialize to help keep celebrants' bellies full.
Hi, my name is Belinda Glastetter. I want to say hi to my mom. Hi, Mom, I love you. I miss you. And hello to everybody.
People from as far away as New Zealand and the Philippines cook and prepare sustenance, while a live band provides dining music.
There's a lot of people that are really putting in an effort to make this whole thing work.
We're stacking up some whale meat, muktek, akikap, there's some fish, and some other fermented food delicacies.
and also the trays on the table you saw out there. So come 3 o'clock around there, we'll be serving.
Yeah. Okay, we're done.
Not all of the food is free. The Vocational Arts Club is cooking up all kinds of tasty morsels for a modest price.
We cook hamburgers and hot dogs on a stick and popcorn and slushies and Slurpees with the goal to raise enough money to pay for airplane tickets to take my kids to the state competition in Anchorage for our club.
For the last few years, most of the team has been able to make the trip to Anchorage and even to the National Competition Awards.
That's my auto shop class.
Through these days of Kivgiq, an average of $1,700 to $1,800 a night has been going toward the trip that could change these kids' lives.
It's a good opportunity for the kids to to learn some vocational skills, because they have to practice the skills and demonstrate them in competition in Anchorage. And then if they win gold medal there, they get to go to Kansas City, Missouri for nationals.
Young and old alike dance a dance of past generations, and as they go through their motions, they become a part of something far larger than this moment.
When you're performing, it's something you can't describe. It's an unbelievable feeling. You just have this adrenaline rush.
Oh yeah, we love to dance, we love to sing, and we got to make sure we know the songs. Yeah, it's part of our tradition. You know, we come from a whaling community, and like Heartbeat, Alaska has that title, Heartbeat. It's like our heartbeat when they do the drumming. It's awesome. It's really awesome.
One walk is called going boating. See, they had you move your arms, you move one side, you're moving with the oar, and then you're moving the snow off the way, going like this, and then going forward, both sides, and then you're looking to the left, looking to the right, looking to the left, going down and up, both sides, and then towards the end, you make a noise, you hoo, 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 hoo. And that's the Ungwalk song.
The icy waters off Alaska's northern coast provides an array of tools and food gathering opportunities.
What we do is we go out there to the edge of the ice. You can see the edge of the ice out there, and all of our 51 crews will set up their camps out there at the edge of the ice with their equipment, their tent, their boats, both an umiak or skin boat and an aluminum boat with a motor. And they're set up in different locations, and since we have our umiaks, we cannot go chase after every whale that we see. We have to wait for a whale to give itself to us. So once the crew members are waiting by the boat and they see a whale come to us, they'll jump in the water, and we'll paddle out towards the whale, and we'll take it with our hand-thrown harpoon. We have to get within about 5 feet of the whale.
The whaling boats generate food for hundreds, and the importance of their harvest is never taken for granted. Today, the community's appreciation is shown by this presentation of the Barrow Whaling Captains Association.
Whaling Captains. First one will George Adams Sr., George Adams crew. Jacob Adams Sr., Anari crew. Sheldon Adams Sr., Sherry crew.
After the introduction, the whaling captains perform a dance of their own.
Tomorrow I shall go into the harbor and see if there's any news of your papa. Oh, they say 2 more whaling ships have come in and maybe he's on one of them.
Storytelling was a way for distant neighbors to share experiences with one another. This play about whaling takes the art of storytelling to a dramatic level.
I must be seeing things. I must be dreaming.
No, you're not dreaming. Take hold of my hand.
It is you. You're not.
Don't be angry. Don't be angry. All I could think of when we were frozen up in the north was of you and of Manaboy and our new baby. Oh, I know I should have listened to you and not gone whaling.
We go with this mentality of our forefathers. There isn't a task in the future that we cannot do.
It isn't all fun and games for every one of Barrow's guests.
That is our strength, unity.
In addition to the masses in town to celebrate Kivgiq, Barrow is also playing host to the Arctic Economic Development Summit. Leaders and representatives from all over the North Slope region have gathered here to study the past, assess the present, and plan for the economic future of their people.
I propose we start this afternoon. When Max gets up to report on this seminar, I propose each one of you get up there and stand with him. Lydia, get up there and represent Lovelnik. Les, get up and represent. I'm serious. You know, I think that would be a good sign of support that we're all speaking as one voice.
As a village, you know, we grow up feeling that we're family, you know, and kind of respect each other.
It's always good to get together. You know, it just brings everybody closer together and remind us that, you know, we do still have our cultures in each village, even though technology is there. And
I see a lot of friends and my late parents, relatives. Very good to see them again. And I'm looking forward to it again in the future.
At the conclusion of the 3-day festival, the awards are presented and old friends once again bid farewell. It's been an exciting and memorable time, and now the dancers return to their corners of the world. But they'll always have next year to look forward to, and the years afterward. Kivgiq has brought the people of the North together since time immemorial, and will continue to do so until the last drum is silent.
Thank you, everyone. And this was the debut program from one of our new editors, Jeremy Dunbar. Thank you, Jeremy, and welcome aboard. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Ukpeagvik Inupiat Corporation from Barrow, Alaska, for sending Heartbeat Alaska crew to Barrow. Thank you for making this show possible, making it possible for us to show the fabulous Kivgiq celebration to all of our viewers. God bless you for joining us, and God bless you. We'll see you again